destruction, but Marshal Udino rode to the rescue with a rallying battle cry. Brave soldiers, do what you did near Vilnius. Attack, cross the bridge, blow up the gate, and take the city.
Franču kavalērija pietuvinājās vāji aizsargātajam cietoksnim divās rindās pa šūpojošos Fontonu tiltu, šaujot pretiniekam ugunīm tā, lai starp rindām paliktu atstarpe zirga garumā. Sākās sacensība ne par dzīvību, bet par nāvi. Zem cietokšņa artilērijas uguns gan priekšā, gan arī aizmugurē no tilta nocietināja.
The French cavalry approached the poorly defended fortress in two lines across the Stainberg pontoon bridge under heavy enemy fire, keeping a gap between the lines for the forces to pass through. The French found themselves in the crossfire from the fortress ahead and the bridgehead behind.
Daži franču armijas zirgi kļuva ļoti nemierīgi un kopā ar jātniekiem atkāps upē. To visu redzot, maršals Udino deva pavēli atkāpties. Pateicoties atstarpei, kas bija atstāta starp jātniekiem, viņiem izdevās uz tilta atgriezties un atkāpties no tilta.
The French cavalry struggled to contain their horses, who were restless and into the river, through themselves as well as the riders. So Marshal Udino ordered retreat. The gap between the infantry lines enabled the cavalry to turn around and pull back from the bridge.
Un šobrīd uz tilta mēs redzējām piemēru, karš šobrīd bija, ja tā var pateikt, nedaudz cēlāks. Abas armijas piedāvāja savākt nevainotos karavīrus, lai tie pēc iespējas varētu atgūties un turpināt godīgu, atkal, ja tā var pateikt, cīņu.
And now on the bridge we have just seen that war in old times was a little bit more noble than it is today, because both armies just offered each other to collect their injured soldiers and their fallen, so that the battle could continue after that.
Tikmēr redzam, kā ģenerālmajors Sekelis sūta civilos iedzīvotājus palīdzēt ievainotajiem.
And we see Major General Heckel sending civilians to help the wounded soldiers.